Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer. Got a quick little message for you before we start our show. As you know, Major League Baseball is in full effect right now. NBA playoffs are right around the corner. There's more money to be made right now than ever. Listen, I'm going to do something for you guys that I've only done twice in 163 podcasts. I'm making more money now than ever, and I want you to have the opportunity. As you know, my personal plays are $2,500 a piece. These are games that hit 75% week in and week out. There's only 4 or 5 of them a week, but like I said, they're games that bottom line get the job done. They're the games that I bet for 6 figures. Same games that Money May bets for 6 figures. Sheldon Burnett, Garth Brooks, my whales, guys that are dead serious about making money. I'm going to give you big guys out there the opportunity. I don't care if you've been with me in the past. I don't care if you've never dealt with me before, ever. I'm going to give you one opportunity to work with me personally. I'm going to give you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're going to get my personal plays. You're going to get the same games that I'm betting 6 figures on. I'm going to do it for you for $150. I'm going to give you $7,500 in service for $150. Why? Because you guys deserve to win. 2, I'm tired of all these frauds out there acting like they know what they're doing. And 3, I'm trying to attract you big boys out there. I don't want you guys getting fooled anymore. If you're out there betting 5, 10, 20,000 a game, even 1,000 a game, you work too hard to have some asshole throwing darts with your money. So like I said, $149, come work with me for the weekend and make more money than you've ever made in your life. Fair enough? Enjoy the show. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're now tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens. They call me El Scorcho in these fucking streets, the way we've been pounding out this baseball and basketball. Sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. They call him the chiropractor. He's known to straighten out your bookie, straighten out your girl, straighten out your fucking attitude. Lately, straightening out your sofa at the house, huh?
I'm straightening a lot of shit. No, actually, lately I just had my feet straightened out.
Oh, did you? You went down a little...
Just left the happy place again. Had my famous
Love it.
Had my beautiful Asian girl. Shout out to Winnie out there.
Winnie the Pooh or just flat out Winnie?
She just goes by Winnie.
Will Winnie stroke your poo at the end of your feet?
No happy endings for Skipper. Happily married.
No, of course, but I'm saying, does that organization do that or not?
I'm not sure. I haven't ventured there. Like I said,
Chinatown's pretty thugged out, Skip.
I'm sure most of those places will partake in happy endings if the cash is right.
Well, it's $40 to $60.
Well, I don't even know the price.
Well, let me tell you. Back in the day when we'd indulge, I'd have some guys come into town. For instance, when we film Money Talks.
Right.
A lot of the guys come in, new guys, this, that, and the other. They're single guys. Go back to the massage parlor. Get a nice, 60, 80-minute massage, which you enjoy as well. But your massage stops at the end of the massage.
Absolutely.
In a normal place out here in Vegas, you leave your little $40 in the coat pocket right here in your coat.
Right.
As she's rubbing your back, she turns you over. She taps the little cock. You want? You want? You show over to your coat. The 40's right there, and before you know it,
she taps the cock and says, "You want? You want?"
And she's stroking it. She's pulling on that motherfucker like it's never been pulled on before.
Wow.
And those little fucking agents know how to talk some shit to you because they want you to nut right away.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Big cock. Really? Hey, look, funny thing is I've been in there on some narcotics.
Yeah.
Cock about this big. I've never seen. Bitches tell me, I've never seen such a big dick in my life.
Oh, my.
Bitch, I got a 2-inch limp cock.
So you go in there with our cocaine cock?
I have back in the day.
Back
yes.
in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, of course.
Allegedly.
So allegedly.
Right.
You go in there a little limp. and they're still telling you it's the biggest cock they've ever seen in their life because they mentally want you to shoot one.
Right. So you've had a couple of drinks, maybe lost 20, 30,000 in a casino.
You get it back, and you're not.
Maybe a few narcotics, as you mentioned.
My point was,
you go to the fucking massage parlor, 3 o'clock in the morning. They're open 24 hours.
You go for your boys though. Like I'm born and raised.
Oh, it's never for you.
I've never. I've never ever sought out to go to a massage parlor on my own. Ever. Fuck no.
It's always been someone else's idea.
No, it's always been something that we need to go at this point, or you got guys in town, or something to do when it's more like something to do. You could go golfing, or you could go get a back and whack. A lot of guys would rather take the massage and get jacked off than hit the course.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I was single, that wouldn't be much of a choice.
Yeah, well,
go golfing in 100-degree weather, or go get jerked off.
By a smooth Asian.
Yeah, I'll take B. Well, listen, this is more of a nail salon where I go. I mean, I go to, I'm a fat motherfucker, dude. You know, for all you people out there that like to make
fat. Yeah, but you know what? I gotta get
Hey, in case you haven't noticed, yeah, Skip's overweight.
But hold on. But Skip has a lot of money, so I don't know.
Listen,
Skip, your feet ain't beat up at all. I don't know what these guys.
My feet ain't beat up. You kidding? I go
smooth as an ointment, huh?
Oh, fuck. Smoother than a baby's ass.
You keep your feet dialed and smiled, huh?
I keep myself clean. I keep myself pruned.
You got to stay manicured.
Yeah, this is a nail salon. I mean, I can't reach my feet, as I was trying to say. You know what I mean? I mean, I can reach them. I'm pretty agile.
You're right down
I'm pretty flexible.
Well, I mean, you were a wrestler, 185 fucking champion back in the day.
That was a long time ago, and I wasn't a champion. But yes, I did.
But you're still no punk. I mean, if you
I ain't no punk. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, it's a little uncomfortable for the big skipper to be bending down there, clipping my own toenails and shit, you know, and rubbing off my calluses.
Okay, well, you know? I can touch my fucking toes, no fucking problem. I still go get my toes done because I like the foot rub part of it.
Exactly. That's my point. That's where I was headed. I mean, I can touch my toes. I'm not going to sit there clipping my toenails and rubbing my own feet. I mean, I'll pay the $40 fucking and let Winnie do it. I've been going to her for 6-7 years.
Yeah.
It's one of the best parts of my month.
I've said that to my friend.
There's no happy endings there. It's a nail salon. I go there, I get a pedicure, you know, and a foot massage, and she actually does your calves too. You know, it's nice, man.
I've said that to my friends and family. Like we'd be out of town, Hawaii, New York, San Francisco, wherever you're at, and I used to be like, okay, the guys are going here, the girls are going to the spa.
Right.
Now it's like, no, I'm going to the spa as well. So. Well, things change up as you get a little older. You actually want the foot massage, the back rub, to get mentally relaxed for this high-pressure fucking organization that we're running.
Listen, guys, if you've never had a pedicure, I can't tell you how amazing it is. You feel like $1 million when you come out of there.
That is a fact.
You feel like you're walking on water, kind of like I do with the baseball games right now. I'm walking on water.
Hey, listen.
I mean, I am fucking on fire.
We can't make your penis grow. We don't have the cure for cancer, but what we can do is make your bankroll grow like a fucking boner at 7 in the morning.
There you go.
That's what we can make it fucking do.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that about vacation. That's how I actually got my first pedicure. My wife and I were in San Fran for a weekend. We're walking all over the fucking city. My feet were killing me. My wife's like, well, why don't we go for pedicures? I'm like, pedicure? Fucking guys don't get pedicures.
Oh, yeah, I got turned out like 15 years ago.
She talked me into it. It was about 7-8 years ago. She talked me into it. And I've been going every fucking month since.
Well, anybody that listens to this podcast is like, oh, fuck that, man. That's Daddy's mother. You ain't got no money. That's what people with money do.
Well, yeah, and not only that, you have no idea what it is to be pampered, obviously.
That's what I mean. You got to pamper. Treat yourself instead of cheat. See, that's our motto this year.
Yes,
We've said that it's January 1st.
It's always been our motto.
But we've always find a way to cheat ourselves rather than treat ourselves because we do go hard on ourselves, bro.
Yes, we do.
You know, shout out to Crown Royal. Shout out to Jameson. I mean, you still haven't got a sponsor
Shout out to Keno.
Oh my God.
Shout out to 17 different casinos and bars.
Shout out to Red Rock for just getting broke the fuck off is all I can
So let me ask you a question. While I was over there today, she started talking to me about this manscaping.
Oh, she wants to cut your nut hairs.
Have you ever Now listen.
Manscaped, yeah.
This is where I'm drawing
She wants to wax your balls.
This is where I'm drawing the line, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I was going to ask, have you ever done that?
Manscaped? No, I do my own. Yeah, yeah.
Does Kelly do it for you? Or?
Fuck no. I'll trim my nut hairs with my clippers, old school gangster. I get out there. If anything, Kelly gets mad because I drop the nut hairs on the floor and don't clean them up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll razor them motherfuckers up. Well, Kelly, who you fucking shaving your nuts for? Huh?
Oh.
What do you say? Yeah, see, when I do it, I get in trouble. What are you cleaning up for? What are you doing?
So she'd rather just have a jungle down there.
That's what I asked her. What are you doing?
You want a jungle or you want me clean?
I said, I got to keep cleansed. Not to mention it puts an extra 2 inches on your cock anyway, so, you know, I like to see my shit really fucking hanging with a nice little trim.
You let the snake out of the grass.
Yeah, I don't want 2 inches to be taken away from the pubic hair. I want to look down and see that thing flopping. You know what I mean?
That's a great idea. I got to try that.
You got to get the Manscaped, bro. I don't know if you let her do it.
No, I mean, I don't have a bush down there. I like to.
Nah, you can reach your nuts. I don't think you have them.
Of course, I can reach my nuts.
Yeah, what she wants to do is lift your balls and wax from bottom to top and get that shit real soft.
Yeah. Why do you think she was asking? She wants to play with the skipper's nuts?
Shit, you know, you just throw her 40 and say, we're gonna leave my nuts out of this one.
That's what I did, dude. I threw her 50, said keep the change.
Oh, fuck. We got a great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, gorgeous day, April 12th, 2018. I want to give a shout out to our Vegas Golden Knights last night. They say that Knights work for Kings. Well, it looks like last night the Knights slayed the fucking Kings.
Yes, they did. Take a 1-0 series lead, 1-0 victory last night.
Shout out to fucking Shea Theodore, who got the winning goal very, very early. I love how they were very aggressive very early.
Place was rocking. There was probably there was 5,000 people outside of the arena last night.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you watched the playoffs last night and you watched a couple games that were on TV, if you're going to tell me that the T-Mobile Arena wasn't popping more than any other arena, I don't know what to tell you. And that's just going to be a little glimpse of how Las Vegas represents. Wait till the fucking Raiders get here. This city backs up professional teams, and we will have a fucking mob of fans representing. I love Vegas. I love Vegas strong. And go beat the fuck out of them Kings, Vegas.
The city is buzzing right now. Last night was one hell of a party on the Strip in front of the T-Mobile Center. It was complete fucking bedlam. Low-scoring game, Steve.
1-0, a little boring after a while.
Two great goalies in this series. Jonathan Quick with the L.A. Kings, a veteran goalie, very good goalie. The Kings don't score a lot of goals to begin with. And, of course, we got Fleury, a proven veteran of the league. A guy with a couple of trophies behind his name.
Yeah.
Two great goalies, 1-0, dead under. Playoff hockey is traditionally unders anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, because, they're playing for keeps now.
Oh, yes, they are.
But it's an exciting time here in Vegas.
And, Skip, me and you have said this before, and we're going to have to bring this out again. Ladies and gentlemen, these hockey teams, this isn't like NBA or any other sport. I've told you before, hockey players put their nuts on the motherfucking line. They give it every fucking thing they got. They cut their fucking fingers off. They fucking get stitches. They get knocked the fuck out, and they're in the game 3 fucking minutes later.
Yep.
These guys go out there with concussions, and speaking of concussions, it looked like all the Kings wanted to do was scrap last night.
Well, they're trying.
Those motherfuckers, I guarantee their game plan was to take us out of our game by scrapping, because they're not a better team than us, but scrappy teams, like they have during the season, give us a hard time.
Well, Vegas Knights are big and fast, and their game plan was obviously a lot of checking, take us off of our game, and don't let us skate because we're one of the fastest teams in the league.
Correct.
So they're checking. They want to get into fights. They want to establish that fucking we're tougher than you mentality. You guys might be big and fast and young, but we're going to rough you up. A lot of checking, a lot of fighting. I like it.
Well, I fucking love it as well, like I said. And shout out to all the Las Vegas fans who knew to go to the game and be professional. No fighting, no racial slurs, no bullshit. It was a fantastic environment. It was Vegas at the fullest. And that's just a little glimpse of what Vegas is going to do for these teams. I think the state and the city should be real fucking excited right now.
Game 2 tomorrow night, Friday the 13th, here in Las Vegas.
Yes, you will be looking for the skipper and I with those new polished blowout winter shirts sitting front row on the glass, slapping your girl's ass. We will be there game time. He almost choked on his fucking coffee.
I did.
Anyway, like I said, coming here direct from Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing about this business, it's getting so saturated. I really appreciate everybody that puts a comment in, but I know that you're tired of getting stalked. Nobody in this industry has sales rooms anymore. Nobody knows how to win games. So what they do is they don't have any talent. They don't know how to get people. So they text message and email a bunch of fucking written bullshit, acting like they've known you since high school, acting like you're their best friend and that you know them and this, that, and the other. These guys are completely fucking frauds.
Keep it up, guys. You're doing a great job.
They're not licensed and bonded. They're not doing shit, and they're not getting any money.
If you invested as much time actually trying to handicap games or actually investing in sources and contacts like we have.
Rather than investing in our comments?
Yeah. Spend your time actually trying to win a game every now and then, instead of, trying to troll someone who's successful.
We'll just leave it at this.
We'll leave it at that.
You guys are little dick, broke, text message, email, $50 selling, apartment living, pussy smelling, broke bitches. You're not sports consultants. You're not pushing Ferraris. You're not driving Rolls Royces. You're not pushing brand new Benzes. You're not doing any of that.
You're not working out of a $65,000 brand new studio.
None of that. You don't have $100,000 in cameras. You're not doing any of that. And more importantly, you don't win.
The closet behind you looks good, though.
Yeah, that fucking dude. That video you're doing with the kitchen behind you, bro, that's some of the best kitchenware I've ever seen in my life.
Almighty.
Those cabinets in your fucking apartment are boss.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, don't get fooled.
And all you got to do is make comments about Skip's weight. What a loser.
I know. You got to find something. And guys, I'll leave it at this. If somebody You leave a comment in our podcast and somebody emails and texts you right away, that should show the credibility of that place. They're sitting there stalking our people because they're broke, and we're the biggest in the business. So I am flattered. I am impressed. They're not costing us any money.
My money weighs more than you do.
Oh, my money stacks are taller than you.
Yeah, don't be jealous, man. Don't be a hater, man.
You can't be. Like I said,
don't hate the player. Hate the game, bro.
When we're 20 years deep doing, $5 to $6 million a year, 20 salesmen in the office, television, going back on television, #1 podcast. I mean, it is what it is.
All positivity.
All
Steve.
positivity.
Positivity.
You got to congratulate, not hate. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If you can't beat us, join us. Try to bring your but you know what? They can't because we've had so many of these people.
Stop spending your time hating.
How many people have these guys tried to come
they try. Fuck. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's get into the show.
Great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen, coming from our new state-of-the-art studio, like Skip said, here in Las Vegas, sponsored by our boys at betonline.ag. April 12th, 2018, podcast number 163. And yes, I will smoke OG, if that's okay with you. Ladies and gentlemen, advertising opportunity.
Listen up.
As you know, sports betting now, everybody thinks it was a slam dunk. After you and I read all the court briefings and everything, it looks like it's going to be a 5-4 decision, Skip. It's not as easy as we thought that it was. So they're just delaying on the bill. They're waiting to the writing of the bill because when it comes, it has to come correct. There was supposed to be an announcement today.
Today, yeah.
But I think in 7 days is when we're going to find out. Bottom line, by the end of April, it's going to be legal. And then, like I said,
by the time football rolls around this fall, you'll be able to legally wager in at least 8 to 10 states. That's my prediction.
That's what your prediction is. Well,
yeah.
Guess who's going to be #1 right behind fucking New Jersey? PA, baby. They've already filed and went to. That's your state. That's what I said. Fuck, that's great. Now Skip's legal in PA. That just gives them another reason to go back fucking home.
I ain't going back to Philly. I got plenty of connections back there.
Going back to Philly.
Anyway, I'll tell you about that later. Let's roll.
Great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I told you before, advertising opportunity. If you're watching or listening to the podcast, you own a small business, you work at a company interested in this booming sports business of $1 trillion industry, you want to get involved, you want to be involved with the VIP Sports Podcast, run your advertisement, whether you got a marijuana company, a sports book, a helmet-making company.
A mattress company.
It doesn't even fucking matter, like I said.
Coffee company.
Sports betting is about to be legal in all these states. I'm already the biggest face of the business, and I'm going to do nothing but get bigger. This is what I planned my whole fucking life around.
Put your business name right there where Steve Stevens is.
But right here.
Put your business name right here.
And get some fucking money. Anyway, you want to be involved, go to advertising at VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get back with you all the details on how you can be a sponsor.
Let's do it.
Today's show is going to be great. We're going to go over some off-the-court news. Shout out to Tristan Thompson for basically coming up with a porn video while Khloe Kardashian was 9 months pregnant. We're going to get into that a little bit too. Guys,
wow.
You're an NBA player, you do this, that, and the other. You don't make a porno and have it released on the internet when your girl's 9 months pregnant. You're just a piece of shit.
The week your girlfriend's ready to pop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. There are certain human things that you just got to do and some things you don't do. We'll get into that. Major League Baseball totals. Major League Baseball, who's hot, who's not. NBA celebrity news as well. You want to get a hold of us? 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, don't call me at all. I don't got time.
Keep looking.
We have packages for all size shapes of sports bettors. Whether you're crawling or balling, we can get you to the next level. After all, if I'm the best sports consultant in the world, the best sports consultant money can buy, and you bet sports, give me one reason why we shouldn't be together.
I can't come up with one.
If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And when you click the subscribe button, make sure you click that little bell. That way you receive notifications to everything we're doing. Making a sports bet, collecting money from a sports bet, hanging with a client, doing Motivation 101, drinking Crown Royal and hitting Royal flushes.
Royals and Royals.
Crown Royals and hitting Royals.
Yeah.
Huh?
Royals
I like the sound. That's some kinky.
Royals and Royals.
I love that shit. And like I said, we also want to welcome all of the new listeners from around the world, from the bottom of my heart to the Podcast One Network. We're proud to be on the Podcast One Network. Ever since we've got on the #1 podcast network, our calls have been coming in tremendously. Kit, I want to give a shout out to you for everything that you've done.
Our business is going up at least 15 to 20%.
All right, and you know what?
I mean times, 15 to 20 times.
That is fact. We
used to get about between 40 and 60 inbound phone calls a day, guys looking to do business.
And that's why I truly
it's
think
at least 180 to 200 now that Podcast One is involved.
well, basically, $50,000 to $70,000 a week of our business literally comes from that. So
At least.
once again, Kit, thank you. Let's keep our relationship strong. All we're going to do is grow. I know you're happy to have us, and
You shouldn't tell them that. They're going to start charging us more.
they already do. They're getting a lot of fucking money, buddy. But I'm excited for everybody to come into my life, a guy that bets big and lives larger in this trillion-dollar sports betting industry. Download new episodes every Thursday on the Podcast One app, Apple Podcasts, or PodcastOne.com. If you're just listening to the podcast and you're not watching it, or you're missing out. So make sure you check it out on YouTube every week as well. Skip, where do they follow us at? Besides Twitter, Facebook, Instagram?
Follow us everywhere, man. You just mentioned it. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, we're all over the fucking place. I also want to give a shout-out to the armed forces and the troops out there, Steve.
It's been a while since we've given a
Been
shout-out.
a while.
Want to give a shout-out to everyone in the armed force, whether you're retired, whether you're active. From the bottom of our heart, we appreciate everything you do. Because of you supporting our country with all this bullshit going on, all this nuclear talk going on, scares the fuck out of me. So thank you for allowing me to be safe to come do our job and make a bunch of fucking money.
I couldn't have said it any better, man. I mean, listen, Trump's in a meeting right now as we speak with the his national security team. Things are getting fucking crazy in this world.
I bet you Obama's thinking twice about taking our nuclear away, huh?
I don't want to spend any time talking about it. It's fucking scary. I just want to say shout out to the troops. Looks like shit's about to start cracking again.
Go represent.
And,
we got you 6.
Yeah, good luck to our top guns out there. Fucking kick some ass, because it looks like you're going to be getting a call real soon.
Start oiling your rifle, snipers, because we're going to have you back at work. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the troops, every branch, all men and women. We love you, bro.
Goddamn right. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any questions. We'll get back with you right away. A quick motivational thing that gets me excited. I always love stories like this. Just real quick. Andre Ingram, at the age of 32 years old, was told Monday that he had been promoted from the South Bay Lakers to the Los Angeles Lakers for the final 2 games of the regular season. This is fucking great, dude. After 10 years, Skip, 10 fucking years and 384 G League games, Ingram became the oldest American rookie in the NBA since 1964.
That's cool.
Tuesday night versus the Houston Rockets. Ingram shot 6 for 8 from the field and 4 from 5 from three-point range.
That's better than 3/4 of the NBA.
The motherfucker should have been on the team about 300 games
Sounds
ago.
like he should have been there a while ago.
19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 block shots. Hold on, in 28 minutes.
Wow, he went berserk.
Yeah, he did it all in front of his wife, 2 young daughters who were watching him from the crowd. Ingram made just $19,000 for this year for the entire league in G League.
So the entire year to play in the G League, he made $19,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
He made $13,000 playing for the Lakers in 2 games.
Good for him, man. Congratulations.
Shout out, Ingram. Listen, I love your story.
Sounds to me like you should come and work for me.
Well, not only that, this is what America needs to understand. You never give up. You don't let nobody tell you can't do something. This motherfucker said he was going to make it to the NBA. He played 384 G League games, played in the G League for 10 years, 32 years old, gets to go out for the LA Lakers in front of his 2 daughters, and not only go out there, but balled out of fucking control. Congratulations, man. That gave me the fucking chills. That's some good shit. I love that. Now, we're going to get into some Major League Baseball, Skip. As you know, Major League totals are brought to you by our boys over there at betonline.ag. BetOnline.ag is one of the web's most popular betting destinations. Sign up for an account using the promotional code ALLDAY. Get a 50% welcome bonus instantly added to your bankroll. With its management team together since 1991, BetOnline.ag offers wagering on every sport and event possible. Once you're in action, you'll see firsthand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, the best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts.
Absolutely.
BetOnline.ag, because you can. Now, Skip, we're going to get into Major League Baseball. Let me ask you this. And I am going to say a couple things, and I don't mean to clown our people because 95% of the people loved our predictions. But you couple guys that said, oh, I had to turn it off when he talked about Arizona, or I had to do this when he said that. Well, you must feel like a fucking clown right now because every fucking thing the guy said is exactly what the fuck's happened.
Well, 80% of what I said is playing out perfectly.
We're only trying to hit 80 fucking percent.
Yeah, let me
Nobody hits 80%, 100%, Skip.
Yeah, let me just say this. First of all, I don't walk on water as much as, I'd like to think I do. Well, you don't walk on water.
I'm the best. I consider myself the best thing since sliced bread.
Absolutely. When we make these, when I make these annual predictions before the baseball season starts, anybody could go out there and just pick the favorites and say, oh, yeah, the Yankees are going to be there, the Red Sox will be there, the Dodgers will be there, the Cubs will be there.
Yeah, because ESPN did all the work for you.
Listen, it's easy just to pick the favorites. What I do is I pick 2 sleepers in the American League, 2 sleepers in the National League. By the way, most of them are doing real well right now. And then I pick 2 teams that I think are a little overrated in each league, the American League, National League. Okay? I picked 2 teams that I didn't think would make the postseason this year, okay, but that I just think are a little overrated. You gotta take some chances. You got to put some predictions out there. Otherwise, you're just picking the favorites. I think at the end of the game, at the end of the season, Arizona's going to miss the postseason. That's what I say. Are they going to be in the basement in the West? Maybe not. Maybe second from the bottom.
And by the way, I disagreed with that anyway.
You did. They started out fabulous, okay? They're on fire to start the season. However, all it takes is an injury or 2. Not like I listed, wish an injury on anyone. We all know Zach Greinke never makes it through a whole season. I mean, once he goes down, there goes the demise of the Diamondbacks. But anyway, listen, it's early. We're only 12, 13 games into the season. And the Diamondbacks came out hot. It's a long season. We'll see where they're at in August. And I also said I don't think the Cleveland Indians are going to make the postseason this year, and I took a lot of slack for that.
Yeah.
Anybody could come out and say, oh, the favorites are going to win again.
How many times have they lost minus $1.80, Skip? I mean, they're not this superstar.
They're barely winning games right now.
Correct.
I mean, their pitching is phenomenal. Yes, I know that. I'm not a moron.
You're betting Cleveland
I know
line, you're
baseball.
getting murdered.
They're fucking bats. They don't hit. They're not hitting.
Here's the bottom line.
They're winning games by 1 run and late in the game. But listen, it's a long season. Like I said, we'll see how it plays out. I just gave you 2 teams that normally would be right there in contention for the postseason that I just think ain't going to be in the playoffs this year. So we'll see how it works out.
Not to mention, I figured you would respect getting live information from someone that I send to the actual field that deals with players, coaches, CEOs, been going to the games, deals with the pitching coach, deals with the pitching staff, goes back to the locker room, rather than you go on the internet and take information from a 90-year-old guy that lives in a motorhome that tells you who to bet, never even seen a game before in his life.
Right. Well,
sitting in his underwear reading stats. Or a kid in his 1-bedroom apartment that read the computer, then did a podcast in his kitchen telling you who to bet. I figured you would respect the millions of dollars that was put in and what he tells you to do. That's all. Because
millions of fucking hours and about 35, 40 years of baseball expertise and knowledge. How about my sleepers? I said, watch out for the Angels. They're going to make the wild card this year in the American League.
They were.
How they doing? They're 10-3 to start the season.
But they're not just winning; they're pounding.
They're pounding teams. The offense is alive, and the Angels are scoring runs, and they're 10-3. I said they were my sleeper in the American League.
That's good enough. That was last week's show. Skip.
How about the Mets? 10-1 to start the season. I said they're gonna get the wild card in the National League. They're 10-1.
I personally.
They were 35-1 to win the World Series to start the season.
I personally said the Mets were better than people said right on air.
Come on, brother. If they stay healthy and their pitching stays healthy, they might be the best fucking team in the National League.
Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about a couple weekend series, and then let's talk about some series over the last couple weeks that you've really enjoyed. How about that? Let's talk about this weekend series. You got anything?
I got a couple series we need to watch this weekend, Steve. The Colorado Rockies are in Washington to take on the Nationals this weekend. That's going to be a big series for the Nationals. Washington is one of the teams. Actually, I have them picked to win it all, and I'm sticking with it. They're starting out 500 ball. They're 6-6. The Washington Nationals need to get Daniel Murphy back, and they need to get him back fast. Okay, from what Right Side told me last night, and from all my information, I got.
I know how it feels to need somebody back fast, more than anybody. Little inside joke there. Go ahead.
The Nationals are 6-6 to start the season. They'll be there at the end. Believe me when I tell you, they'll be there at the end. Strasburg stays healthy and Scherzer stays healthy. They'll be there. Colorado comes into Washington for a 4-game series starting tonight. Couple of great pitching matchups. You got John Gray against Scherzer on Saturday. Sunday night, Tyler against Strasburg. So that's going to be a series to watch. The Brewers are at New York City Field to take on the Mets.
Yeah.
Those are a couple contending teams
I
right
was just
there.
going to say, Brewers are nothing to shake a stick at. These motherfuckers are playing ball, brother.
Oh, Brewers are for real.
Yeah, they're for real, all right.
They're going to win a lot of games.
Okay.
You heard my predictions. Brewers at the Mets. The Mets, as I said, 10-1 to start the season, absolutely on fire. That'll be a series to watch there at Citi Field. The Diamondbacks, speaking of Arizona, head into Chavez Ravine this weekend, Steve, to take on the Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers need to get right at home, okay? This is a huge, huge series. Even though it's early in the season, this is a big series for the Dodgers. We got Greinke versus Maeda tomorrow night. That'll be a game. Taijuan Walker versus Rich Hill Saturday. You okay?
Yeah, well,
Zach Godley versus Kershaw on Sunday. Some great pitching matchups there at Chavez Ravine. I might have to sneak out to one or two of those games this weekend. That's going to be a great series, and the Dodgers really need to get right here this weekend. They need to take at least 2 of the 3 games, if not a sweep. We'll see what happens. We'll look towards a couple of unders there, by the way.
quick question.
Hard to score at Dodger Stadium, and with those pitchers on the mound this weekend, might want to lean towards some unders at Dodger Stadium this weekend.
Let me ask you this. The number one, I just want to ask you, this is off the record of what you're doing right now. I just want to ask you a quick question because I'm sure the fans would love this question.
I hope I know the answer.
It's easy. Do you feel the Dodgers, Houston, and the Cubs are playing the way that they're supposed to as top teams right now?
Houston's playing fine. They're fine. The Dodgers.
Well, for you to just come right off and say Houston's playing fine, obviously you said that because they
I-
lost 3 out of 4.
I have no concern about Houston whatsoever. They're the best team in baseball. Although,
so a couple losses like to a shit team doesn't mean nothing?
no big deal. It's a long season. You're going to lose some games along the way.
What about the Dodgers? You think
The Dodgers.
they playing like the best team in the league?
Dodgers 4-7. The worst. It's the worst start for a Dodgers team, I believe, in like 50 or 60 years.
So then answer the fucking question.
I'm answering it.
Are you happy? Oh, so you're happy with Houston?
I said Houston's fine. They have no concerns at all with Houston.
Okay, what about Dodgers?
The Dodgers have started the worst they've ever started in 50 or 60 years. They're 4-7 right now.
My point, not playing like a first place team.
And they're 1-4 on the road.
Correct.
They've had 5 road games and lost 4 out of the 5.
What do you always say?
Last year they were one of the best road teams in all of baseball, if not the best.
Isn't that how you win?
And the first 5 road games this year, 1-4. Not a good start.
So Dodgers for the number 1 team. Everybody's excited. Best team in baseball. Sure doesn't.
No,
look,
they're not.
Sure doesn't look like it.
No.
Houston, a little concerning. Cubs.
Houston, I'm not concerned.
Are they
at all.
in contention like they were 2 years ago?
They'll
They're going to
be-
come out like last year or worse?
They'll be right there. It's going to be a battle between the Cubs and the Brewers for the division.
Seems like Cubs come on before All-Star break and at the end. But they got, listen, you got to get wins at
It's
skip.
kind of like me during sex, you know. I'm right at it in the beginning.
Me too.
And I slow down in the middle, and then fucking one more thrust at the end.
Oh, and then done. See, me, I put an extra closing statement on there. You know, I act like boom, 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 and then once I'm coming, boom. Man, that was great, man. Hold on one second. You want to keep going or what? I'm playing it off knowing that I don't have any intentions of keep going. A couple times she's like, yeah, go ahead, keep rocking and rolling. I'm like, well, I don't want to get you pregnant. You got a rubber?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because, you know, we still go raw dog over at our house. You know what I mean?
One more series this weekend. The Toronto Blue Jays are heading into Cleveland to take on the no-offense Cleveland Indians. Looking for some pitching duels in that series as well, Steve. There could be, keep your eye on some unders there in Cleveland this weekend. Stroman and Clevenger Friday night. Jaime Garcia, how is this guy still in the league, against Kluber Saturday. And then my boy J.A. Happ.
Oh.
J.A. Happ.
OG.
Yeah, true OG.
How old is he?
Former Philly. He's getting up there, man. I'm not sure, but
He's close to
he's
40.
definitely
He's
30.
37.
I'm going to say 34 maybe.
34?
J.A. Happ versus Josh Tomlin on Sunday. Couple of nice pitching matchups. I'm looking forward to watching the Toronto-Cleveland series this weekend, and we'll see how Cleveland fares out. Leaning towards a couple unders there as well in the right situation with the right weather, the right umpire behind the plate. Leaning towards a few unders if everything works out there.
So those are the games that you're looking for this weekend that excite you?
Those are 4 series that I'm going to keep my eyes on closely.
And you're saying if you guys out there looking for a bone, you might want to be looking at the unders in those matchups for those particular games.
Well, Toronto and Cleveland series, the Diamondback Dodgers Stadium series at Chavez Ravine, you might want to look towards some unders there. Like I said, when it comes to betting over-unders in baseball, folks, there's many variables involved. Every ballpark is different.
Yeah, we've
okay?
said this many times.
Yeah,
Why don't you go over it again?
This is so important.
dimensions.
I make a lot of money betting over-unders in baseball. Steve and I, we tell our clients this every year.
So glad you're saying this right now.
I mean, these totals in baseball are a fucking gold mine.
What do you look at? This is what people are going to flip, Skip.
The thing about over-unders in baseball, it's like any other sport, okay? A baseball diamond, the ballpark dimensions are different everywhere you go.
Every fucking field.
I understand that the pitcher's mound, the rubber is 60 feet, 6 inches to home plate. That's always the same. The bases are 90 feet apart. They're always the same. However, the dimension, the foul ground, the foul territory, some parks have a lot of foul territory. Like
some have none at all. They have a wall.
Right. Some, there's very little foul ground.
What about
when you get a ballpark with a lot of foul ground, like up in Oakland at the Coliseum where the A's play, obviously that's going to lead to a lot more outs because a pop-up in foul territory, if there's more foul territory, that means there's a chance for more outs, obviously.
Correct.
Okay? If there's less foul territory, those pop-ups are back in the seats, batter gets another swing. Okay? Certain ballparks just play to the over. Certain ballparks play to the under. I could take 20 minutes explaining this to you. The best thing you could do is call me. 877-220-6540. I'll explain baseball to you all day. More importantly, I'll beat the fuck out of your bookie in baseball.
You're goddamn right.
If you allow me to, I will kick the shit out of your bookie in baseball.
We're not little fucking handicappers. One thing that he didn't mention that we've went over in several different podcasts, pitcher-umpire matchup.
Yes.
Real fucking simple.
Weather.
You guys don't know shit about that. You don't know about weather. You don't know what umpire calls certain strike zones,
right,
what he's doing against this particular pitcher. That's what the fuck we do, and you can't find that information on the internet or some little fucking Instagram bullshit.
Every umpire, listen, a strike zone is supposed to be the same, right? It's this imaginary box
correct
at home plate, okay? However, these guys are human. Okay, and by the way, let's keep that way. I don't ever want to see a computer calling fucking balls and strikes.
No.
That I'll lose my fucking mind.
So what? It'll change the game.
I'll lose my mind if
well,
that.
The players will hate it too.
If that ever happens, I'll lose my fucking mind. Anyway, you got certain umpires that will give you the corner of the plate. Okay, you got certain other umpires. They got a tight strike zone like the fucking like a mouse's pussy. Tight. Right?
None of that shit is on the sheet when you look at your stats.
You got to know umpire tendencies. Whether they call a high strike, a low strike. Right. And you got to match that up with the guy that's on the mound, the starting pitchers, okay? Back in the day with the Braves, you used to get Glavine and Smoltz, right, and Maddox. They would live on the fucking corner of the plate.
Correct.
If you get a guy behind the plate, an umpire that you know is a generous umpire and gives you those corners in the right situation, you match that up with the right weather conditions and the right ballpark. I mean, come on, man. Day game, night game. I mean, there's so many different variables. Turf, grass, the ballpark they're playing in. Give me a call, and I'll teach you how to destroy your bookie. You'll make more money betting baseball than you've ever made in your fucking life. I don't care whether you like the sport or not. It's a fucking gold mine.
It's a numbers game, guys. We're not asking you to put jerseys on and root the game in. I'd have a nervous fucking breakdown if I did that. You treat it like a business. You look at it as a numbers game, and you win more than you lose, and you get the fucking money.
You don't have to like baseball to make money in baseball. This is a business.
I don't need baseball. I don't need the hot dog, the apple pie, the Chevrolet. All I want is the fucking money. You can take that hot dog and shove it right up your fucking ass.
Made so much money the last 2 weeks. I'm
going to leave it like this before we take a break.
Fired up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put a comment in. Do you want an entire baseball segment from me and Skip breaking down shit like that, what nobody understands about it, to even give you a more shot? Let us know. But I'm going to end the total thing like this. Right now, we usually tell you want to look at a total or you might want to look at a total. In the last 5 days, there's been 39 unders and 31 overs. Okay? So the over-unders have not been the action right now. Over the last week, we've been betting sides. There's been plus money out there. There's been good action at $1.30, $1.15. So there's a lot of money to be made in baseball. You got to pick and choose. But right now, the totals on the over-unders, they've been about 50-50, so you want to lay off those. Look for a good side. Look for a good underdog. That's how you get the money.
There's been a few more unders than overs so far the first 2 weeks. There's spots out there that you can absolutely capitalize on. But as you said, a lot of money line, run line bets right now. And when we spot a total, believe me, you're going to know about it if you're a client.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to tell you how to get this money more in baseball, but more importantly, in the NBA, right after the break. You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A-plus rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. We just went over a couple stories with you about the massage parlor, told you a little bit about totals, let you know, serious ways to make money in baseball. A lot of frauds out there in the industry right now with sports betting becoming legal everywhere. Everybody and their mom's a handicapper. You got to be aware. The Amber Alert is out. It takes a lot of fucking skill. You got to be well respected and, more importantly, connected to be in this business. Can't be some guy sitting in a one fucking bedroom apartment acting like a kingpin, stealing Instagram pictures, fake bank receipts, fake tickets. I mean, get a fucking life.
Money and contacts. It's like anything else in life. Whether you like the rules or you don't like the rules.
If you're in, you're in.
If you got money and you got contacts, chances are you're usually going to be on the right side of things in life. Doesn't matter whether you're running for the local mayor of your town, president of the United States, or you're betting fucking sports, man. It's all about money and contacts. And if you got both of those, information is power, information is knowledge. And money buys power, money buys knowledge. Put it all together, man.
And it equals respect.
You'll get the respect. More importantly, you'll cash fucking tickets.
Yeah, listen, guys, we're not here for fun and dandy. We're here to make you fucking money, period. We go over the show, tell you what's hot, what's going on, give you a little glimpse into our life as the best sports consultant money can buy. Real simple. We're not here to shit talk with you about the total or argue with you about a team. We're going over certain matchups that I bet myself and make big fucking money on. So if you're a sports bettor and you want to learn how to make money betting sports, this podcast is for you. If you want to hear about every other fucking team and this, that, and the other, go watch something else. But we only break down certain teams, and our information is right 80% of the time.
Yep.
163 podcasts. Go back and try to call our bluff. I wish you would.
Let's just finish up the segment on team totals here in baseball.
I said
we'll head right into some NBA.
Yes, I said team totals are not totals to bet right now overall as Major League Baseball is concerned because it's 50-50. However, like Skip and I have always told you, you got to find your hot spots. You got to find your streaks. You got to find your teams that are getting your job done. So I'm going to give you what me and Skip been telling you, a streak with a total that you make money on. New York Yankees, Skip, 5 straight overs. 8-1 to the over in their last 9 games.
Yankee games, overs.
Guys,
and I think we told you that right before the season started.
8-1 in their last 9 games. $1,000 players up 7,000.
You wouldn't think that with the Yankee pitching staff.
Okay?
Overs. Yankees pitching's been getting belted.
These little stalkers on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, saying they're betting they're the best in the world. None of these motherfuckers are on these streaks. We are. We follow them and we know what to fucking look for. Yankees, like I said, to the over, they're on fire right now. Another streak. Even though we talk shit about Cleveland, guess what? If you were smart and got out of your feelings and stopped worrying about betting Cleveland, you'd pay attention that Cleveland Indians have 7 straight unders.
Every fucking game is an under.
Every game is a fucking under.
They got no offense. That's what I was trying to tell you. I don't think they're going to make the postseason. Yeah, they got great pitching. What does that mean? Fucking suspect offense and great pitching?
Rather than get mad.
Under. 7 straight unders.
Rather than get mad that your team's not winning, bet your team so you see it on the ticket. Cleveland, under.
Yep.
Real simple. They've won 7 straight games under. It's a streak, and you motherfuckers need to be following them because, once again, a $1,000 bettor is up $7,000 in the last 7 games. Don't act like you're 7-0 with a streak that you got going right now because you guys are all over the place. You're betting a total. You're betting a parlay. Next game, you got the under. Next day, you're doing this. You ain't fucking dedicated. You ain't disciplined. You don't know how to money manage. Let me fucking get you the way. Let me fucking take you over and beyond what you ever thought was possible. Because I'm getting a little upset of all these fraudulent little motherfucking little dicks in the way of our big boys. It's fucking embarrassing. Little $50,
San Diego
$99
Padres.
selling bitches.
San Diego Padres.
A team that I said I can't stand.
Yeah, well, 6-1 to the under last 7 games. Another ballpark very hard to score in. San Diego, Petco Park, not an offensive ballpark. It's a pitcher's ballpark. They even moved the fences in 2 years ago to try to fucking create some offense. Hasn't worked that well.
Buddy, they could put cheerleaders with their tits out in the outfield. I don't think San Diego's ever going to get their mojo back, bro.
Still under. 6-1 to the under Padres last 7 games. Let me give you a little tip right here, right now, okay? West Coast ballparks. Unders. Period.
Leave it at that.
San Diego, Petco Park. Unders. Dodger Stadium.
Skip,
Chavez Ravine.
How much you going to give them?
Unders. Oakland A's. I just told you they got more foul territory in Oakland than any other stadium in the country.
I wonder what they got more in Oakland.
Unders.
Murders or foul territory at their park?
San Francisco Giants. AT&T Park, my favorite ballpark.
Shout out to Oakland.
Unders. Be careful because San Fran's hitting the ball this year. Traditionally, unders, especially when the wind is swirling there. You can't get the ball out.
Yeah, listen, I'm glad
Come on, man. I know so much about baseball. If you're not calling me right now, man, you just fucking absolutely hate money. I don't know what else to do.
Hey, listen, I just went crazy. I'm mad too. But let's just stay focused for these people because I get mad too.
I'm more focused.
I feel the same fucking way.
I'm more focused than I've ever been. Boss.
Anyway, like I told you guys, New York Yankees 5 straight overs, 8-1. Over the last fucking 9 games. Cleveland Indians, 7 straight unders. San Diego, 6-1 to the under. Detroit Tigers, 8-2 to the under in the last 10 fucking games.
Wow.
Houston, 7-2 to the under. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just go over this one more time. If you bet that streak right there, $1,000 player on the Yankees, you're up $7,000 in 7 games. If you have Cleveland Indians 7 straight, $7,000. $1,000 better, up $14,000 in 7 days.
Wow.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Say what you want. Let me get you that fucking money. Major League Baseball, who's hot, who's not.
Let's not get into that.
We're not, but who's it brought to you by?
Let's talk about the NBA. NBA actually is brought to you by Paperhead, right?
Those are our boys over there.
NBA section. The NBA playoffs right around the corner. We're gonna get into a couple of matchups here in the first round. NBA brought to you by Paperhead.com. Are you ready to start owning your own business? You want to be your own boss? Then put your money where your mouth is, people. The best player management software in the business at Paperhead.com. Built with the exclusive tools to start building a profit online business today. They give you the know-how and the premium service that comes with 20-plus years of experience. Paperhead.com. They're the solution for everyone looking to get a piece of this billion-dollar sports betting industry. And right now, the fans of the VIP Sports Podcast, you can get credited up to 35% cash back. Listen to me. 35% cash back with signups when you go to Paperhead Prime Package. This offers exclusively to anyone that calls this phone number. Are you ready?
Yep.
1-888-978-0288. You call them today, and make sure you tell them Steve Stevens and the Big Skipper told you to call, and you'll get a 35% cash back at Paperhead.com with the Prime Package. Fair enough, Steve?
Goddamn right. New York Mets, Skip, like I said, just one more thing before we went into the baseball, because I
do
did
all this baseball. We'll be here for 3 hours.
I just want to say one thing, because I've talked about the Mets, and I feel like, last year I was real strong with the Yankees, and they had a great year the way they finished. I think the Mets are going to get a lot of people's money, too. I just wanted to break down the Mets. Is that cool?
Do it.
Mets beat the Marlins 4-1. They win for the Mets' 8th win in a row, by the way. Mets' 8th win in a row.
Shout out to Gold Coast, Kenny. Big Mets fan.
The Mets are 10-1, best record in the majors, and went undefeated in a road trip, 6 games or longer for the first time since July of 1991.
If you want to be there at the end, you got to win on the road.
New York has only allowed 31 runs so far, lowest total in the major leagues.
Beast of a pitching staff.
For the first time ever, the team's once vaunted starting rotation looks like the shit is no joke, Skip.
Zach Wheeler came back last night.
Yes, he did, joining Syndergaard, DeGrom, and your boys out there, Harvey and
Steven Matz.
Yep.
Matt Harvey.
I said this in the
Syndergaard.
beginning.
Zach Wheeler.
I'll say it again.
That pitching staff is dangerous.
I told you guys to look out for the Mets. They're 10-1. What the fuck else you want me to do?
They added Agon. Cespedes. I mean,
Let's get into some fucking Major League Basketball, which in our area we call NBA, my good friend. Like I said, a lot of money's been made in the NBA right now. A lot of these games have been going over. Teams like Golden State, you stay away from. Teams like Cleveland, you stay away from. These teams will cost you a lot of fucking money, and everybody still bets the motherfuckers, Skip.
Let's talk about the first round in the Eastern Conference. Let's talk about the Wizards, the 8th seed Washington Wizards at the number 1 Toronto Raptors.
Well, Toronto and Washington split, by the way. It's 4 meetings this season by an average of 2 points each game.
Wow, you hear that? Now there's some insight.
These motherfuckers play together absolutely very, very well. I mean,
They split their 4 meetings in the regular season.
by 2 points.
2 games each, and an average of a 2-point victory. Sounds like a couple of underdog bets in this series, huh?
But these games were
Sounds like you're going to want to take the points.
Yeah, but in these games we're missing Wizards point guard John all the way Ball Wall,
be careful.
who is back now for the playoffs. John Wall is a beast. I know him. He's a friend of mine.
He's
Shout
back.
out to John Wall. Met him through my boy Rashard Lewis, who actually played with them for a while.
He's back.
Got the job done. And, shit, we need to get Rashard Lewis over here on our show with all this horse racing.
Typical NBA, brother.
Absolutely.
Typical NBA. You're out for the regular season, the playoffs start, all of a sudden you're ready to go.
Fuck holes all season and be back for the playoffs. You got to love NBA, huh?
Let's talk about the 7th seed Milwaukee Bucks heading into Boston. Boston John, number 2 rated Boston Celtics.
This is, well, and I think they're I mean, they earned their rating, but I just don't see them being this solid team that everyone thinks they're going to be. They don't excite me. I like him, but the NBA is real weak right now to me in a lot of different ways. You know, that's my area, Skip. You know, 60% of the NBA players are my friends. I hang with them. This is what we do.
I'm not going to act like I know anything about it.
Well, I'm sure you're not.
This time of the year, it's baseball for me. You handle the NBA and the hockey, brother.
It's that. Why do you think me and you are so good? You go and hang with
That's
certain
why
people.
we're the best fucking team in the business.
Goddamn right.
Bar none.
You go hang with the fucking people.
You go
in the
get that
baseball
NBA
and this,
information,
and I still
I'll
got
get
the
the
clout to
baseball.
go back in the hood
Absolutely.
and go over there, kick it with the homies, and keep it fucking real.
That's it. Celtics are without point guard Kyrie Irving for the entire playoffs.
What a disappointment for
Due
the
to an-
fucking Celtics with him, huh?
Due to an injury.
Yeah, well, due to his injury, my ass. He was hexed from leaving Cleveland. He was balling out of control, and then here you are fucking up their team. I'd be so fucking mad if I owned that motherfucker.
Boston has played to the over in 6 of the last 7 games, including 4 straight overs to end the season, the Celtics. 4 straight overs. The total is going over in 8 of Milwaukee's last 9 road games.
Yeah, well,
Are you getting a picture?
Milwaukee's 8-1 in their last 9 games on the road. They're on the road.
To the over.
I'm not going to tell you no more. Yeah, overs. Real fucking simple.
Overs.
Miami, Philly, Skip.
So look at the points in the Wizards-Toronto series.
Philly.
Look at the over in the Milwaukee-Boston series. Don't just take these games.
Yeah,
don't take what we're telling you right now and think you're just going to go make free money.
Yeah, you gotta pick your
There's
spots.
certain spots. There's certain spots in that series where you may look towards maybe the dog in the Toronto series.
Correct.
Or maybe the over in the Boston series.
Correct.
Okay, but if you give us a call, Steve will get the information from his NBA contacts, and we'll tell you exactly what the fuck's going to happen. So stop trying to fucking guess. Stop trying to do it for nothing. Stop trying to be a cheap fuck. Invest a couple of dollars and make some big fucking money. And after all, your bookie's paying for everything anyway. You ain't paying for nothing.
We don't want $1 from you or your family. We want your bookie's money. Real fucking
Give us a
simple.
call, man. Let's have a big weekend.
Now, my NBA contacts are telling me Philadelphia is the real deal.
Oh, boy.
I don't need you to be from Philly to tell me it's real. Miami, number 6 against
Philadelphia
number 3.
Eagles, Villanova Wildcats. The Flyers are in the playoffs, even though they got smoked last night. The Sixers are in the playoffs.
These motherfuckers are scoring more than Tristan is getting pussy out there on Khloe Kardashian, bro. Sixers score fucking points. Just had the over, got paid with them last night. Total was 220, came in at 225, no big deal.
They just broke the record last night. Sixers have won 16 straight games straight up to end the regular season. That's a record.
Guys, if you're not on Philly, now listen, against the spread's a different story. 76ers are 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games.
There you go. Nine home games.
Correct. The Sixers have won 16 straight games, like you said. Philly might have the All-Star center, Joel.
Joel Embiid may be back. We'll see.
Well, I don't know. When your back is fucked up, that's the biggest thing. I mean, listen, NBA players fuck. And when you're 7 foot tall, fucking a 5'1" girl, your lower back is always going to be sore, dude. Period. Especially, I mean, and then the NBA players that are married cheating on their wife. They're sleeping on the couch and their back's going to be sore, especially the lower back. You know
So
what I
either
mean?
way, their back's fucked.
Your back's fucked. That's just how it is.
All right, the Sixers are on fire. Not only are they winning straight up, they've covered 7 out of the last 9 against the spread at home in Philly.
I'd have to say you got to look out for them, guys.
So,
it's a very serious situation.
Watch for a play on Philly, possibly at home in that series in the right situation.
Well, most of my connections are in the Western Conference, by the way. This is my section right here. Minnesota 8 against Houston, number 1.
One more series in the East. You want to skip the Pacers and the Cavs?
Fuck
it. Cleveland's 5-1 straight up last 6 games. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, I don't.
Cavaliers are 5-2-1 against the spread. Their last 8 home games don't fucking matter. They haven't been covering all year. I wouldn't touch that fucking team with your money.
I hate Cleveland. The people that bet them make me sick. People that are betting Golden State. I love how Golden State changes people. Like,
Shout out to my man Brandon over there in Cleveland, down in Costa Rica, just hanging out.
Kevin Durant went from being the most finesse professional basketball player, gets traded to Oakland, and now he's a gangster. Out talking shit, throwing signs. Fuck you. What's up, cuz? Come on, man. Be who you are, dude. Now you're in Oakland listening to E40 and you're a killer. Be who you were before you went over there, man. Be a basketball player. Play with finesse. Don't let these people get in your feelings. And go get your fucking money, dude. Go build houses for the homeless. Go help the people that need help. Because you sure as fuck ain't a killer. And you sure as fuck ain't a gangster, Durant.
I need help. I'll take some of that cabbage.
Yeah, me too, dude. Listen, money's tight, things are rough. I blew $300,000 on the $100 machines 2 weeks ago. Can you loan me a half a tick just to get it back? Or
Let's head to the Western Conference, which is your neck of the woods.
Motherfucking right. Minnesota against Houston.
The 8th seed Minnesota Timberwolves heading into H-Town, the number 1 seed in the West.
We had Minnesota last night. Game went into overtime. We got the job done. They won by 6. Spread was 3.5. If you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Shout out to all my players last night. My 2 personal plays were the over Philly, and it just so happens Timberwolves.
Plus the points.
Houston, but I do want to let you know, Minnesota, no, they weren't plus points. They were minus 3.5. Timberwolves. I had them last night.
Minnesota, winners of 4 straight against the spread, right?
That's all that matters.
They're coming into the playoffs covering 4 straight games.
They're 4-1 against the spread. They're hitting 75%. What else you want from them? Houston Rockets are 7-1 to the under in their last 8 games.
So they haven't been scoring towards the end of the season.
They have not been scoring.
They played
a lot.
that lockdown defense, and they
Yes.
just really haven't been putting up a lot of points. They're the number 1 seed. They knew it. They just didn't give a fuck. So a lot of unders there at the end of the season.
I agree. Moving on to Spurs and Warriors. Golden State, defending champs, are currently without Steph Curry. The point guard suffered a sprained MCL on March 23rd, hasn't played since. Head coach Steve Kerr ruled out Curry for the first round, and 2-time MVP will be reevaluated Saturday.
Reevaluate my nuts. So you got the Spurs heading into Golden State without Stephon Curry.
Sounds like Kerr needs a suit up. He can go out there and play guard for him, huh? Kerr was no joke out there, man. He played with Jordan, bro. He's a beast.
Oh, Kerr was a monster.
Huh?
Yeah.
He wasn't scared to play with nobody.
Go get Steve Nash.
I don't think he liked getting stolen by Jordan in practice and shit. He was the white boy that had to take the wrath. You know what I mean?
He had to play the other point guard.
He was all with the brothers and shit, and he was balling and shit. And
He had to play
every time Mike was mad, he was the one they stole on and shit.
Yeah.
It was easy steal for Mike. You know what I mean?
bet.
Next time, Mike, steal on Cartwright, someone that's 7-1. That's the only thing I never liked about you, Mike. In practice, you got mad, you were down to fight, but you were always stealing on the little white boy that ain't doing nothing back. Steal on a 7'1" motherfucker, like you dunked on fucking Akeem and told his bitch ass.
Steal on Rodman.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 6, New Orleans heading into Portland, the 3 seed. What do you have to say about that?
That game is a little bit more than you think. Pelicans have won 5 straight games against the spread. They're on fire right now.
Right.
You guys ain't out there betting New Orleans. If not, get on them Pelicans. They're doing more than delivering babies at the fucking house. You know what I mean?
The Pelicans are covering games and a lot of overs in New Orleans games towards the end of the season.
Well, 4-1 in the last 5 games.
There you go.
So bottom line, if you're betting Pelicans
New
and
Orleans
over,
have been covering and they've been going over.
you're making your fucking money. Now, here's the conference, Utah, Oklahoma City, which is...
That's the series, huh?
Yes, it is.
The Utah Jazz 5 seed, Oklahoma 4 seed.
8-2, by the way, Oklahoma City, to the under in its last 10 games. Oklahoma City's 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games.
So the Thunder have been covering and the games have been going under. New Orleans has been covering and the games have been going over. The Golden State Warriors are without Steph Curry. The Minnesota-Houston series, a lot of fucking unders to end the season with the Rockets. Cleveland, they've been won a couple games towards the end and covered a couple. Big fucking deal. Philly is fucking phenomenal against the spread at home. And there you have it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now listen,
In
back.
Milwaukee, Boston, you might look towards a couple of overs and maybe take the points in the right situation in the Wizards-Toronto series.
We just gave you more information right there on a betting standpoint than you're ever going to get in your life or that you fucking need, bottom line. I told you that we were going to talk about some celebrity news, and I'm going to have to get it out. We've talked about Khloe Kardashian for fucking years. We've even got it in our pitch in our office. You know, one of our one of our lines on one of our one-liners in our office is, we've isolated a game on the board today bigger than Khloe Kardashian's camel toe. And you know how big that is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So we've used her, so the least we could do is stand up for her a little bit when the
We've
time
used
is
her
right.
and abused her more than Tristan.
And we still will.
More than Tristan has.
Yes, we have. Khloe Kardashian gave birth to her baby girl today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Khloe. Healthy baby. Congratulations, guys.
Another Kardashian in the world.
Another rich little girl out there getting the job done. I love it. Like I said, with that type of money, you should have 5, 6 fucking kids.
Fuck
You
it.
know what I mean?
Just keep dropping them.
I would. I mean, like I said, I'd keep having them.
Absolutely.
But in my stressful ass business, like I said, man,
Well,
my
now-
nuts won't be
Well,
working.
now somebody's going to have to take care of this kid.
Of course.
Okay.
I think Khloe and her family have a tight-knit circle. Kardashian's got a nice little clique over there. I think their family will be fine. Congratulations to the family. We love you. But anyway, I think the baby came out today because it was a little distraught. Came out a little couple weeks early. In complete disbelief by reports, boyfriend Tristan Thompson allegedly cheated on her. Her entire world.
No.
Listen. Her entire world has been turned upside down, they
You're
said, Skip.
kidding me.
She cried hysterically all night. She begged to come back to L.A., tried to find any way to make it work, but her doctor would not let her. Now, look.
What did he do, Steve?
What did he do? She just wants to be with her family and leave as soon as possible because she knows that the kid was coming out any time. Tristan Thompson said, who basically a no-name before hooking up with Khloe, the guy is good at rebounding. The guy is good at defense. I mean, they said he doesn't score. I mean, I can't fucking tell. He's got bitches in the nightclub left and right.
He doesn't score on the basketball court.
He scores pussy,
He's
though.
a defensive player.
Yeah.
But he has no problem scoring at the nightclub and making porno
Let me
tapes.
finish because I gotta get to my point. Tristan Thompson, like I said, was a nobody before Khloe. So supposedly back in October, a tape came out, tongue kissing a girl. She's grabbing his dick, this, that, and the other in the club. He's
No
kissing
way.
back. Yeah. Now a new one drops 2 days. Borderline porno, kissing, completely disrespecting the girl. Here's the bottom line as a human being, homeboy. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you cheat. And I'm going to get to Khloe later. Because, Khloe, you got to stop dating NBA players, dude. None of these guys like you at all. You fucked Harden. He didn't want the pussy. You fucked this guy. He doesn't want it. You had Lamar Odom, who died on crack. You were willing to get back with him, and he didn't want you. A guy that was broke on crack could have changed his life being with a Kardashian, and he didn't want you.
Haven't you learned?
Move to a different sport, or maybe move to white boys or Mexicans.
Move to a
Try something else because your NBA brother dick ain't doing nothing for you.
Move to a different
These guys
sport.
don't like you. Don't you understand that? Move to someone that does like you.
Try a Latino soccer
White
player.
guys got big ass cocks too, Khloe. They're not the only ones with big cocks, sweetie. You can find you another big dick out there. But look,
Oh my.
bottom line is,
Oh my.
to her defense, that's the most disrespectful fucking thing a man could do. That's your kid, homie.
Yeah.
That's your baby's mom out there that you just put on the internet, on YouTube. You think your daughter's going to appreciate that? You're a disrespectful piece of shit fucking punk. You should at least kept. I understand you don't like her. Nobody does, from what I understand. Her pussy obviously isn't that good. Her booty and all that, it looks good, but her pussy obviously is not that good because there's no talk of it in Hollywood. I know plenty of people, NBA players that have fucked her. They've never said nothing about it.
Nobody talks about how great her pussy is.
Yeah, it's cold as ice, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's no fire. There's no fire. Now, like Kim, the word on the street, that shit was fire. Like Kanye got him some fire. The word on the other sister, the older one, little greasy, little stinky. She likes white boys. And then the 2 younger ones, they say fire.
Oh my God.
So I'm just telling you, I'm in that circle. The 2 younger ones, fire. But anyway, look,
Creasy and stinky.
Khloe,
like
Khloe,
hot wings.
keep your head up, dude. You got the kid out safely. That's all that fucking matters. Go raise your kid. Don't embarrass yourself no more with homeboy. But all I'm saying, man, you shouldn't have did her like that. No. You knew that you got into that little Kardashian brand. They let you on the TV show. It's what you wanted because you were nobody until you were dating her. She's way bigger than you. You're hella good at defense. You're hella good at rebounding. You can't score to save your life, but you can score a pussy, and I guess that's all that matters.
I guess.
But your daughter's not going to appreciate what you've done to her. It's an embarrassment. Chloe, go get cleaned up. I bet. Hey, listen, on the other side of the token, she probably can't wait for that thing to heal up. Put a little lotion on that thing. Get it back in order. And I wouldn't be surprised in 3 weeks now if she ain't fucking another NBA player.
Oh, God, no.
She's a glutton for punishment.
Oh, God, no.
All I say, Chloe, we love you. We don't care what dick you have, but you might want to try a different type of section of dick. Because the NBA players bend you over. They don't like you. They come out of rehab dead with no money and still don't want your help. The number one player in the league says he doesn't want to fuck you. His game was weak. Harden got with you and didn't want nothing to do with you. And now your new guy gets on your TV show, fucks you, and obviously doesn't love you, want to marry you, doesn't like you. Warm up the pussy a little bit, and I'll tell you what, these people are like it. Or get out of the NBA and find you something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, Chloe.
And there you go.
Congratulations on the baby girl.
Other than that, congratulations on a healthy fucking kid. I'm sure the family will be just fine. But you got to put yourself in a position where you don't get embarrassed. Kim went on and got married. The older one does her thing. The other ones like to fuck, and they admit it. They're like Madonna was back in the day. People like a girl that likes to have sexual activity that admits it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just hold yourself in, and we'll get it done.
Hashtag find yourself some stable cock.
Hashtag find different dick than the NBA. Bottom line.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you want to be part of our show, get with advertising, we'll make it happen for you. The total's 50-50 right now, but there's some major fucking streaks that you want to look out for. Yankees over. Cleveland have went 7 straight to the under. San Diego 6-1 to the unders. Those are streaks that you don't want to miss, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to get you big money. Skip just told you about weekend matchups. Tell them one more time what you think your number one matchup this is weekend.
I'm going to be watching the Diamondback-Dodgers series very closely, and Toronto and Cleveland, along with Colorado and Washington, and the Brewers and Mets have my interest as well.
Shout out to the fucking Knights. Let's go out and beat these motherfucking Kings on Friday. We'll be fucking sitting front row on the glass and in the box representing, and I love the way Vegas represented. I'm born and raised here, 3rd generation. Couldn't be more excited. People ask me all the time what separates me from everybody else. Well, number one, I have an office. I'm licensed and bonded in the state of Nevada. I have 30 salesmen.
We're not filming.
I deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world.
We're not filming in our kitchen.
We're not filming in our kitchen. We're filming. We already filmed half. We're filming the other half of our new pilot that's coming with a new TV show. Real simple. What separates me from everybody else, I deal directly with players, coaches, and CEOs. What the fuck does someone from New York know about lines made in Vegas? It's almost like running the stock market from Indiana. It just doesn't work. If you want a guy dedicated to winning you money, if you want a guy that's going to get you money against the spread, remember, we don't give a fuck who wins or loses. We care who covers the fucking spread.
Yep.
Beat the spread and get some head.
Amen.
On the behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the Big Skipper, we love you. Keep fucking winning. NBA is in full effect. Baseball is fucking here. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones to get paid.
Oh, yeah. Fuck 'em. I don't even rap, but we had to do this for him anyway, Dirt. Fuck 'em. Number one documented company in the motherfucking world, huh? Yeah, I'm right here, Dirt. Hustler. Bookie Killer, my money long. Now I'm legit, but I used to get my money wrong. I used to pimp, jack fools to get guap. So last thing I sweat, some sucker punk cop. Rock like a boss when I'm in the ghost. You run up on it, bang. Another head of smoke. Came from the bottom and found a way out. Why? Bet sports ain't never gonna play out. 10 grand to lose, 20 to gain. In my brain, my game stronger than cocaine. Gotta get paid tonight.